We got the old blesser out because we got a drift event. Oh, if I can get this door open. So the old single seater action back in action. I threw this thing together at the end of last year, just for the last event of the year, and what do you know it, I don't have time to do anything in the beginning of this year. So we're just going to take this down and see what happens. Old Betsy just fires right up every single time. No issues at all. She's a little misfiery, but, you know, things will work itself out. So, take the old blesser down. The old trusty steed. And then what we're going to use, I introduced to you the new steed. An old buddy box. Dually. So the drift event is on Saturday, and I just rebuilt the rear end of that bad boy Thursday. So, yep, good luck. Let's see what we got here. 350, the God Bless Express. So, let's see how far this thing makes it. A guy threw this in here from the 6.2, gave it the old switcheroo, and slapped it together enough to drive from North Pole to Fairbanks. And I have done nothing to it other than a couple screwdriver turns on the old carburetor, and seemed to have proved nothing, so we'll just see. But all I did was just zip tie things out of the way of potential fire and throw fluids in it. A 350 is going to work all the time, every time, all the time. They're great. Not on fuel, but they're great. So, we'll give this old girl a shot. That's what I got this thing for. It's an 82, I believe. Square body. Dually. Full 1 ton. 3,500. I don't know what I'm going to name this thing yet. I am going to give it some razzle dazzle and get rid of the old classic Voorhees on the side. I think that used to be a company in town here. I don't really know what I'm going to name this thing. Maybe you guys can give me some help on what to name this old Betsy. I'm thinking maybe paint the wheels white again. It looks really good on camera. Worse in person. And then maybe this one too. The rears, paint them white as well. Make it match. Give it that old school look. We've already got the flatbed on it. Maybe I'll paint my home heating fuel tank here. Maybe I'll paint that black to match. And should we paint this black too? I mean, maybe that'd make sense. Paint the whole thing black. But either way, I'll take this thing all the way down to Anchortown. Now this thing was green, blue, red, 32 shades of me and you. Who fucking knows? But it's not bad. It's got some good breathers. Some good ankle breathers. See a little daylight in there. Not bad. Not a bad little rig. Bench seat is in just about immaculate condition ever. To be honest with you, for a square body, I'm very much impressed with that. The rest of the interior, though, is pretty hot trash. It does have an updated old Pioneer deck in there. And then we got the 4-speed, going nowhere fast, but it's reliable. The only gauge that works in this whole sum gun, coolant temp gauge, literally nothing else works. So this ought to be a fun trip. The only thing that concerns me, well, two things I guess. This old bad boy's got the Gear It Down Clown 4.56s in this thing. With a 4-speed might make it not very fun. But we'll find out. The other half is we only have one single saddle tank. Now that means I'm going to stop at every freaking fuel stop the whole entire way. And then we'll see how much fun this fueler neck's going to be. Because it was never set up to work with a flatbed. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure out a different fuel system later on down the road. A single tank isn't going to cut it. The dual tanks always had problems. They weren't reliable. They never switched between both tanks reliably or anything like that. Plus then you got twice the fuel lines, twice the issues. Maybe we can figure out something that goes back there. I think some square body guys, if you know what I'm talking about, might know what I'm speaking of. That might be the ticket. We'll just have to see how that plays out. But we got the trailer, we got the truck. We're gonna get loaded up, head on down the road. And we made it to the most beautiful place on the planet. Look at that view. God, I love this place so much. So anyway, get the car fired up, getting ready for the day. Go over to the figure 8 box because this thing's running like dog shit. Let's just see if we can clear it out maybe. I don't know. It's sat all winter. No cover, no hood, no nothing. So who knows what the issue is. I'm just going to try and hit some laps here and just see how it feels. So basically that whole entire run I was wide open throttle the whole time. It didn't really want to do a whole lot. It wouldn't even wind up. But either way, I've drifted with 65 horsepower before, so I'm no stranger to that. In this view, you can see the throttle plate opening and closing. So I'll slow it down here for you in a second and show you right where to watch so you can actually keep an eye on it. Right there, circled, that's the throttle plate. And you'll notice almost the whole entire time this thing's just wide open, but you'll hear it bogging. So just listen for it and watch it at the same time and just see how crappily this thing's running. Now that just sounds like crap, but oh well. So I'll tag this guy 6'7" Evan. He's the one who does the drone footage down there, and he does a killer job. I'll throw his Instagram on the video clip right here, and let's enjoy a little bit of montage of how the event went.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try speak up, can't say none. Try dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money that save up. 10 to 80, my save ones. Take to the top on the baseline. New car, race on. Fast lane, pace on. With the booyah, that's a flex. Not human, I ain't from another planet. I'ma teleport, might vanish. I'ma wake up, do damage. Join number 7, he's bored though. Working all night, need more though. I remember nights I was poor though. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I never wanted to fly. I keep a gun in my basement so I can shoot all those spacemen. Yeah, shoot them all down, bang, bang. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. When I was just a little skinny boy, my daddy said, forget those girls in the magazines playing with your head.
Alright, what a killer event. Got her loaded up the next day, and then here we are back on the road in the old square. This thing's done pretty good on the trip so far. The only thing that I don't necessarily like is 55 miles an hour at 5,000 RPM, but that's just because it's how it's geared. So maybe in the future we could fix that, but other than that, this thing's pretty dang nice. Here's what the old setup looks like walking out of the gas station. Pretty dang good from about 50 feet. Not bad looking, but overall the thing's doing pretty good. You almost don't even notice the trailer behind it at all. This is my first time towing with a manual truck, so that's a pretty sweet experience. It's almost like engine braking without having an engine brake. It's pretty dang cool. Or maybe that's just because how it's geared. I'm not sure. But I haven't lost anything out of these ankle vents yet. Just a little bit of rust chippings, but haven't lost any tools or anything like that, so that's pretty sweet. So let's climb back up in this old rig and get back on the road.
Laundry on the floor, the shame of it. You should be running, running, run, not staying in bed. But I know that I'll go insane. Running in circles is something running my brain. 'Cause I never wanted to fly. I keep a gun in my basement so I can shoot all those spacemen. 'Cause I try my hardest to try.
Fill this piece of shit. Oh, there we go. So that's how I have to fill this damn thing 38 times on the way down, but I'll tell you what, it is worth it. Once we figure out that fuel tank, man, it'll be nice. If you look at these views, man, these mountains in the background, I definitely see why people move to Alaska or want to come visit. This is a beautiful state. This little town that we're going through here is Denali. It's probably one of the biggest tourist areas that we have. Denali and Healy are both good areas, but that's what all these nice lodges and stuff like that is out there. People go out there and camp and stay weeks and even longer, all summer long out there. It's pretty dang neat. So cruise with me back home and jam to some music. I do appreciate everyone who watches, likes, comments, subscribes, and go watch 6'7" Evan's videos on his Instagram. Go subscribe to him and show him some love as well. He makes some awesome footage and is willing to share. That's why this video was so killer. I'm trying to make these driving videos a little more exciting. In the past, the ones that I've done haven't had very good views, so I'm trying to keep it interesting to keep the people watching. So cruise with me home, enjoy some views, jam to some music, and like, comment, subscribe, and always stay tuned for more.
So I can shoot all those spacemen.